Hey everybody, Rich here. I'm going to give you an overview of the AppSheet editor at a high level. So when you land in the app editor, you'll notice there's three main sections that you need to pay attention to as you make changes to your app. Down the left side of the screen is your main navigation bar, where you can navigate through the main sections of the app editor. In the middle of the screen, as you click through these sections, you'll notice this is where you can make changes to the different attributes and settings for your application itself. And on the right side of the screen shows you a real-time preview of the application that you're working on to include full interaction with all of the behaviors of the app itself. In the top right corner, there's the ability to share app with new folks and send to email addresses. And then there's the ability to undo or redo actions that you've made in the editor, save the app definition, view your account preferences, and view additional AppSheet support and other documentation related to AppSheet. The first section that you land in is the home section. This is basically your how-to section that guides you through how to use AppSheet. In the info section, you have the ability to view your project spec, view a dashboard, edit properties about your application, such as description, and view any error messages associated with the application and warning messages. The data section is the most important part when setting up any new application. You have the ability to add new tables to your application. Once you add those tables, you could edit column attributes, configure slices and filters of the tables that you add to your application, set up local user settings on customer or user devices. The user experience section is all about how the users are going to view your application. So in this section, you'll find things such as the ability to add new views to the app and connect those views to different data tables or slices. There's branding abilities. There's formatting rules you could apply to change text fonts, formatting, and colors, and add icons. And then there's high-level options that you can apply to all these views if you want to. Behaviors are all about how your users interact with the application that you've made. These users can trigger actions either directly by manually pressing buttons, or these actions can be set up to run in the background as well. Offline and sync allows you to enable or disable offline capabilities and also configure other things like delayed sync and automatic updates to your application. The automation system allows you to configure bots for your application that can be used in conjunction with actions. Security is where you can configure general authentication into your application with one of the many different service providers that AppSheet operates. There's also security filters, and this allows you to set different queries dynamically or statically to your data sources to restrict what records are retrieved to the client. Users section can be accessed via this here or in the top right corner by clicking the share button. There's also the ability to broadcast notifications, and you'll get a list of your permanent links to your application here, one that you can share for all people to bookmark in their browser using on their desktop or mobile device, or directing them to install AppSheet on their device and bookmark their icon on their home screen for their mobile device. Lastly, there's the manage section. There's things in here like authorship, the ability to copy app, delete the app. You could transfer the apps to other app owners and even make sample apps and view plan requirements. There's version control where you can view the version history. Deployment check allows you to do a deployment check prior to sending your app out to users to make sure that there's nothing you're missing from an app developer perspective. And lastly, there's the Monitor tab. You have the ability here to view your automations and view details about every automation that's run, view usage statistics for your application, view an audit history to see exactly what transactions have occurred in your app and see if there's any errors. And then there's Performance Profile that can help you identify bottlenecks in your application and improve performance. And that wraps up the AppSheet editor overview. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please post them in the comments below.